Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello action figure. And that's as far as I can go into it. So let's rise to the occasion. And of course, like I said, it's Donatello the Tech Wiz, the final Ninja Turtle figure we need to look at out of Series 1 of these basic action figures. So, let's take a look at the packaging as partake of every single video review on this channel. And it's, once again, very nice artwork showcasing the character for the figure that you get with this set here, being Donatello. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. He's got a huge cranium, but then again, he is the smart one out of the bunch. Right, so anyway, there's the piece of points promotion. Details are on the inside. Here's Donatello the Tech Wiz. There's Donatello the Tech Wiz. There's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Playmates Toys. Warning, choking hazard, ages 4+. Onto the back of the packaging, and here's Nickelodeon. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right, I'm not going to do it again. It's kind of fun though. Anyway, yeah. I got the tune in my head. I admit it. It's cool. I love it. Anyway, yeah. Back to the review, right? Pause the view and read the basic summary if you want. There we go. Donatello the Tech Wiz. Here's the bio for the character. Pause the view and read it if you want. His species, he is a soft-shelled turtle. Weapon of choice, tech bow staff. Right, he does not have a magic weapon. Lynch, I've got a little bit of a nitpick with this set, and we'll get to it in just a little bit. Anyway, right, so look for the other turtle figures to come out of this line. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, April O'Neil, Mayhem, Master Splinter, Baron Draxum, Meat Sweats, and Origami Ninja. So, let's remove Donatello out of the packaging. Moving right along, let's take a look at the product catalog once again. It comes with all the Ninja Turtle figures from Series 1, and there's your basic 4-inch Series 1 action figures. There's your upcoming turtle tank and some of the cycles that can attach to it too. The very nice looking epic sewer lair playset, which I'm contemplating, I am. And then there's your roleplay items. Onto the back. There's your deluxe figures, which are actually in stock on Walmart.com right now. There's your giant figures. Raphael's actually in stock as well. The others haven't even popped up just yet. But anyway, that's pretty much it. The only other thing to really showcase here is just the secret sewer squad. And your 50 points if you join now. So, there you go. Yum, yum, yum. Last thing to show off is your standard slip that comes with the piece of points on it for your action figures that you buy in stores. So with that said, if you go to playmatestoys.com and if you had the code here, you can enter it to redeem your piece of points and, you know, earn a prize eventually. So there's that. Now, let's talk about the figure, because that's what you want to see. You don't care about product catalogs and any other promotions like the piece of points. You want to talk about the figure. Let's talk about the figure, alright? Let's talk about said figure here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way, even if this is going to hurt the review. Yes, he's not pinned all the way in here at the ankle of his foot. As you can see, yeah, it's ready to fall off very easily. And this was the same problem I had with the Out of the Shadows Donatello action figure. Yeah, Donnie gets screwed yet again. But, yeah. Easy fix with a blow dryer or a heat gun, but, I mean, I really shouldn't have to. It's just like those horrible eyes on Leonardo being so big. I really don't want to have to paint those, but I'm going to have to. And this, I'm going to have to fix this. Again, an easy fix, but it's the principle of the thing. I shouldn't have to. And that's not all, because as you can see right here on his right hip, yeah, the leg isn't pinned in all the way through. So this might actually come off as well. And these are just little nitpicks here. You know, it's not a complaint, but it's going to get there if I buy another Donatello action figure in the future and he's got the same problem. What is it about Donatello? How come every time I receive a Donatello action figure, there seems to be some kind of problem with him? So, outside of the little quality issues here, I really do like this figure for what he has to offer, which is quite a bit. And definitely in the terms of paint application, the sculpting of the figure, he definitely pops. He looks really good. Taken from his 2D awkward looking animation here and making him into a 3D action figure here, just It's just like, it's there. You can see that all the proportions from the cartoon is there, but it's like Playmates Toys spruced it up just a little bit. Anyway, yeah, let's get to the articulation now, because I've said enough. He does have a ball jointed head that gets the most flex out of the 4 turtles. He's also got ball jointed shoulders, gets a lot of inward and outward movement, gets a full rotation, especially with his shell here, and we'll talk about this tech shell in just a moment. We do have a swivel cut right here above the elbow that does get 9 degrees of bend on this hinge right there. You do have a wrist swivel joint. You have the awkward hip joints that can get this much kicking forward and this much going back. And then if you turn them this way, it's the only way you can do this. You get your full JCVD split. So there's your still quality, people. Enjoy it. Alright, so we have a swivel cut above the knee joint, and you also get 9 degrees of bend at the knee, which is good. And I gotta be very careful with this, but you do have a hinge joint for up and down movement at the feet, and you also have a swivel cut above that. So, loaded with articulation, the basic points of articulation for every standard turtle figure out of this series, just the turtles. Allies and villains are a whole different story, but yeah, anyway, let's talk about his shell here, because as you can see, it does move around quite a bit. Why is that? Well, again, his species being a soft-shell turtle, if you go about removing this, which is one of the features, yeah, look at that. Not only do you get the full sculpt of his belt now, but you can also see that he has hardly a shell here at all. To make up with that fact, just like in the cartoon, to protect his soft shell, apparently, Donatello has this very nice metal shell piece here that just clips right back into place, like so. It doesn't really clip anywhere. It actually just hangs back here, but it's really difficult to remove it anyway, so it's not going anywhere. But beyond that, there really isn't much more to talk about here with the action figure. So what do you say we go about showcasing some of his accessories that he comes with, starting off with your standard every figure comes with, throwing ninja stars here, which I'm not complaining about. It's a nice add-on, right? So anyway, also we have this hover drone thing that Donatello's been using a couple of times in the cartoon, even though it's not clear plastic, right? It's supposed to be a solid color, but it's not. We got some tabs back here, which I'm sure, just also like in the cartoon, you can it's a little bent, so I haven't really tested this just yet. You just give me a second, and yeah, see? Just like in the cartoon. So I guess he can do a little bit of some flying over New York City or something, or lend it to April like in the show. So there's a thing that you can do. Also, a nice attention to detail is actually his TechCom here on his wrist is actually painted. I was not expecting this at all. I thought it would be just a solid purple plastic color, but no. They actually took the time and liberty to paint the screen here, especially the whole entire wrist. It doesn't want to actually come off now, but that's a very tight connection. I want to be careful with that. So yeah, no tabs anywhere, so the figure cannot stand on it. But it's a nice attention to detail. I mean, look at all that detail. Well, it should be. I mean, this is some weird technology, but it's really cool looking too. Now, obviously, he's got to have his weapon, his bow staff, which is a tech bow staff here. Doesn't look too technical, but in the show it does transform into a couple of things, which is pretty cool. Let's see if the figure can hold this pretty good, regardless of what side's the top and what side's the bottom here. But, yep, looking good so far, Donnie. There we go. So yeah, he can hold it pretty good. It's not dropping it. So yeah. No weapon storage as far as I know. There's no clips anywhere where this can secure on his back shell here. Would have been nice, but it's, you know, it's okay. Now, I did say earlier that I had a nitpick about his bow staff. What is this? Guess what this is? Look by the design here. This is his tech bow staff in some kind of power-up form. Look at that. Why? Because, you know, it's all about science. It's not about, you know, magic for the character. It's like, why is this a thing here? I mean, if they were to just, like, have clip-on pieces here of these wave effects, like, maybe you could clip one on this side and one on this side to make it look like he's twirling his bow staff, that would have made sense. This does not make sense at all. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really complaining here. Again, this is a nitpick. It's nice to have as much accessories as we can get under the price point of $10, which, you know, is a really good thing. But, again, it's like, why? Why is it here? Regardless, though, the figure can actually hold it pretty nice. No problem whatsoever. Even though, once again, this is the top, that's the bottom, as you can tell. Right? And nowhere to clip it in place. And that's basically going to be your standard points and detail about this figure here. Not much else to really say about him. So what do you say we raise the camera up just a little bit and dare to compare with the rest of the turtle bunch? So let's bring in my boy Raphael, Leonardo, and of course, Michelangelo. But we're not done there. Master Splinter. So, a pretty good wave of figures so far. I really do like them. And I like the fact that they're all different colors of green. Probably didn't notice that, but that's a common thing. When comparing from the cartoons to the actual action figures, I guess it just makes them pop. Anyway, I'm enjoying this line so far. I can't wait to find some of the allies and the villains in this wave. And I think for the time being, I'm just going to stick with the 4-inch basic action figures. I might look into the playset. Like I said, I'm thinking about it, but I've got to pick my battles at the moment because of my whole financial reasons. Anyway, questions or comments, you know, do hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you like today's video review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me a sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Don't forget to throw in the towel. And until then, this is the Unprofessional Toy Reviewer, Reyes Power sign off saying thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you whenever you see me.